Hey, what's up, guys? For those of you who just want to know the answer, here we go. Assetto Corsa has a 564 car limit. Anything over 564 cars, and you will be stuck on the loading screen. Right down to the bottom where it says loading car metadata. When it reaches 100%, it just sticks there. That's it. That's where I've been stuck trying to figure this out for months. That's the problem. If you have anything over 564, you will be stuck there. As soon as you take all the extra cars, you're good to go. 564 max. That's it. On with the video. Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, let me paint this picture for you guys. Let's set the scene. For the past few months, I've had an issue that's been just nagging at me. It's been driving me nuts. And that issue is I have not been able to open Assetto Corsa for months now. In fact, it had kind of forced me over to actually using Content Manager. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused it. For all I can remember is that it was actually working perfectly fine. At one point, I don't know when it actually stopped. But to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about, let me show you my center monitor. Now, what happened is every time, let me check Steam. Every time, it doesn't matter where I try to open this. It doesn't matter where I try to launch Assetto Corsa from. Let's check it from Steam. We're gonna launch Assetto Corsa. Let's see what happens. This has been happening to me for months now. It would reach as far. Notice the bottom. Loading car metadata. 85%, 100%, and that's it. It's stuck. It goes no further whatsoever than that. You could leave it for hours, you could leave it for days. I'm guessing you could leave it for years because it just would not move. I don't know when this happened. I cannot recall doing any specific thing that would cause this to happen. Now, today, what's it today? It's now literally, it's no exaggeration, it's actually like 2:53 a.m. on the 21st of March. Now, last night I had a race. Well, at least I was planning to do a race at the Norge Life with the GT3 cars in the GT3 Americas series on SRS. Now, I could not register for the race at all. Now, notice we are still stuck here, by the way. And there's no other way to get out of this except for going into the task manager and actually ending the task. That's the only way I could get out of it. I tried all different manner of things and nothing else works. So that's the only way out. Now, I was literally probably a few minutes away from probably deleting everything and just starting over because it was really ridiculous. Now, it just so happened that today, well, yesterday, SRS did an update to their system, to comply with the HTTPS protocol, I believe it is. Anyway, so either way, SRS updated their end, and it caused, like, it broke something between SRS and Content Manager. Now, usually I would go into Content Manager, open up the SRS app, no problem, go in there, register for whatever race, and you're good to go. Now it doesn't work anymore. In fact, let me show you guys. If you were to go into, let's go back to the monitor. Let me pull up SRS. Sorry. Well, yes, actually, let's pull up SRS through Content Manager. So let's go live. We're in the SRS app. Now this is what I see. Blank. Now let's go back into race. Now right now SRS they're actually doing a GT3 America race, which is what I was actually planning to race last night. So if I was to register, this is what I see. Nothing. There's no cars to click on. Nothing. So that's it. So at the moment, you know, just for now, at the moment, in fact, let me close this off for now. Now, by the way, as content manager is still operable. It's still working perfectly fine. Huh? If you were to go and pick any car, any tracks, whatever, it's working perfectly fine. In fact, I already had the same car, the McLaren 650S. Was planning to race it at the Norge Live last night, so I'll pull it up so show you guys it's actually working. So content manager is working perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever, as far as I know. I tried a couple of different cars, different tracks, and everything works normal. So as you can see, we just got into, and we can actually, you can drive the car. Everything's working perfectly fine. Well, let's get out of here. So now that we know content manager is working fine, and we cannot get to register for any SRS races through content manager, now we will close content manager. Now, as I showed you guys before, I cannot get into AC. I cannot get past the 100% loading car metadata. Can't get past that page. Now, what? Like I said, I verified files. I came in here in the property section, local files, and I verified the integrity of the game files about 3 times already. It passed all the time, no problems. So it doesn't make sense doing it anymore. Take my word for it. Anyway, by the way, if you have no problem, I mean, if you especially if you're running sound mods, and like me, I have a few guys with sound mods, I'm pretty much guessing you're gonna break it. So don't verify any files at the moment. let me just make that clear. Do not. Now, it won't damage anything, but if you want to keep your sound files and not pull your hair out, do not verify anything at the moment, because it will most likely replace some of your mods, your modded sounds and so on with stock content again. So hold up on that for a bit. What I'm going to show you guys now is actually my Assetto Corsa cars folder. Now this is my Assetto Corsa car folder. At the moment, if you look at the bottom, I have 616 cars in my folder. Now what kind of prompted me to do this? As you notice, at the bottom of the screen, when we try to load into Assetto Corsa, what did it say? It said loading car metadata 100%, and then it's stuck there. And then it kind of gave me an idea. Maybe it's something with a car. Maybe one of the cars in my folder here has the issue. Now with 616 cars, it ain't gonna be easy trying to figure out which one has a problem if it's only one with a problem. So right before I decided to, I was planning to actually delete everything and start all over again, delete the entire game. It kind of dawned on me, maybe like I said, a car may have a problem. So what I did, actually deleted, well, not deleted, sorry, actually, because if you notice, I have 616 cars here, but I actually have another folder here, which is actually on a separate SSD. This folder, let me come out of it a bit. So this is my Assetto Corsa backup folder. I made a backup of the apps folder, the cars folder, the mods folder, and the tracks. So at the moment I have how many tracks here? 118 tracks. And of course a backup of the cars, which is 616 cars. So this is my backup. So I'll put that off to the side. No matter what I do, I know I have my backup. I can always drag my cars back over. So what I ended up doing was delete all but 200 of the cars. I actually deleted 416 cars and kept 200 cars. And strangely enough, I got into Assetto Corsa. It worked perfectly fine. I couldn't believe it. I haven't seen stock AC for like a few months now. So it loaded with 200 cars. So I decided to add 100 again actually. So I went up to 300, it loaded. I went to 400, it loaded. I went to 500, it loaded. When I reached up to 600 again, because I have 616 cars, when I reached the 600, it didn't load anymore. We were hanging at the same, 100% metadata thing. So I started to, I deleted 50 cars at that point. So I dropped it down to 550 cars and it actually loaded. Now from there, I started to added by the fives now. I add 5 cars, so I went up to 555 and it worked. When I reached 560, it worked. When I reached 565, it worked. When I reached 570, it did not work. So something went on between 565 and 570. So I started taking away cars one by one and I realized you guys have to see this. Let's scroll back down. I want you to see it for yourselves. How many cars? Do I have any here? Okay, we have all my cars here. Let me select about 51 cars, I think it is. Is it 51? Let's go back down a bit. I think I selected probably too much. Let me see, how many is that? That is 51 cars. I'm going to delete all of these cars. I'm going to do it right here so you can see it. And delete. We are down to 565 cars in the folder. That is finished. Delete properly. So 565. Come on. What's up with you, dude? Good. So now we are down to 565. Now remember, I still have a backup folder here with all my cars, so it's that's really a big deal. Let's see if it will load with 565. So we're trying the original version of AC at the moment right now. Let's see if it will load. Look at the bottom. Loading car metadata. Let's see if it will pass the 100% mark again. There we go. There we go. So we are back into the game. Everything is working perfectly fine again. I could go back into SRS. And I can register for any race that I want. Okay, why are we seeing black? Why am I seeing a blank screen? Ooh, that's bad. Let's try it again. Let's try that same exact race I wanted to register for in the first place. And there we go. So as I said, right now SRS is still doing some tweaking in the background. I was talking to actually talking to Henrik from SRS a little earlier on. So they're working on what they have to do, but as you can see right now, we can come in. I'm pretty sure we should be able to register for a race. Pick my own car again. So we should be able to register for a race. There I am, registered. So it works. It works. But this is not the part what really gets me really is not so much that, Let's get out of here. What really kind of piqued my curiosity and had me kind of like, wow. My wow moment is like I said, it's a process of elimination. I started adding 100 cars by 100, then by 50, then by the 5s, and then I guess I realized, okay, let's get out of here. Let me pull back up my cars folder again one more time. All right, so here we go. My cars folder. We are at 565 at the moment, right? Let's see. My very last car is a Volvo S60. Let me pull up that same car in my backup folder. What I'm gonna do is add one car. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna pull up. We gotta get the same the car right under the Volvo. Where's the bloody Volvo? Right. This is the car underneath. Equal letter. All right, good. So I added one car, just one car. So we just went from 565 to 566. Let's see if it'll load again. Literally one car. We just went from 565 to 566. And I almost can guarantee you that it would not load. Because for some strange reason, it seems as though it seems as though Assetto Corsa has a 565 car limit that I never knew about. In fact, honestly, I wasn't expecting it. There we go. We are hanged. We hung again. We are frozen at 100%, and that's it. We are not going to move from here. That's it. That's the screen I've been looking at for the past few months, and just driving me crazy. And there we go. One car makes the difference. So from what I've seen, I have to go do this again. From what I've seen, you cannot put more than 565 cars into Assetto Corsa. Otherwise, the game just would not start. That is the weirdest thing I think I've probably seen in a long time. Really wasn't expecting it. Now, here, as you can see, it's 566 cars. One car made the difference. Now, it doesn't matter which car, really. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a mod. It doesn't matter if it's a original car. In fact, you know something? I'll take away the Abarth 500 because we all know that's a original car to AC. So I'm gonna delete the Abarth 500. Delete. Which will give us one less car for us. So now we're back to 565 again. Let's see if it's a load. And we should get in now. It just seems that we just cannot pass that 565 car limit. We should load at this point. Let's see. Once we go over 100% and continue, we're good. Ooh, interesting. We are locked at 100. That is the first time I've seen this one, and you guys seen it live together with me. Okay, let's get out of here one time. Let's try getting rid of the second Abarth and see which one, and see if that would make a difference. There's the Abarth 500 S1. Let's get rid of this car as well. And there she goes. So now we're down to 564 cars. Let's see if it will load now. Very interesting. And I'm kind of glad it's we're doing this live, so you guys can see exactly what's going on. Because look at that. There we go. There we go. Back into the game. No problem. So, for safety reasons, I would say limit your cars to 564 cars. Sometimes I get 565, I guess according to which car. But let's, for safety, let's say 564. That's where you should more or less be in. Personally speaking, I don't think I would want to go over 560, just for safety. That's where everything would be okay. No, 560 cars that's a heck of a lot of cars, really. And I'll tell you, the honest truth is, I don't really drive all those cars. 616 cars, there are cars there that I have not even touched since I've installed them. So it's not as though it's gonna drive me crazy, being at 565, let's say 564 only. It's not really a big deal. But as I said, I have all my other cars backed up here anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. So guys, from what I've seen, and I know I'm not the only person with this issue, because I've been seeing it on the forums, I've been seeing it on Facebook, I've been seeing it in a few different places. In fact, me and a couple of guys was even talking about it. My buddy from Too Old for Forza, we were talking about it just earlier on my Discord channel there, and man, I am so happy I found this out, because you guys have no clue how this was driving me crazy. I just don't like, you know. In fact, let me just before I forget, let me just kind of copy over the two are bad cars back again into AC. Right, so those are two original cars to two AC. Let me get rid of the last two on the bottom here, which the Volvos, which I don't use anyway. So let's get rid of those. I still have them backed up on my other folder as well, so no big deal. But yeah, I would say limit yourself right now to 564 if you want to use the original AC launcher. Your limit is 564. I would say probably let's say 560 to be safe, because there is a limit, it would seem. If you're using Content Manager, you don't seem to really have any limit. Not that I could see, because I mean, I know guys with I literally actually know a guy with over 1,000 cars and seems to be launching perfectly normal on a Content Manager. So there we go. I don't have 1,000 cars yet, but you know. So there it is. There it is. So for now, at the moment, the way it stands, it seems as though AC has a limit of, let's say, 564 if you want to be precise. But I would say, you know, don't push it. Let's say 560. 560 cars are a lot of cars. So there you go, guys. So for now, as it pertains to SRS, just for now, we're gonna have to go through the original Assetto Corsa game, as I showed you, to register for SRS races. At that point, from what I understand, at that point, while you registered for the race, after you register for the race in the stock AC, if you want, you can close that down and then go to Content Manager, from what I understand. Personally, if I register for, you know, through stock AC, I might as well stay there, honestly. That's just me. But until they get this bug fixed, you know, whatever bug this is or whatever it is that's having the issue between the problem between Content Manager and SRS, where you cannot register through Content Manager, until that gets sorted out and you have no choice but to register through stock AC, you know, your limit is 560 cars. Let's say it's 564 max, and that's it. Anything more than that, you will get, you know, you'll be hanging basically same way I did, just frozen on that screen, and that's it. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that will help a few of you out there, and I'm pretty sure it would, because from what I've seen around, a lot of people have this exact same problem. And man, honestly, I was kind of shocked when I figured this out, because I wasn't really expecting to figure it out. I was literally kind of like not really thinking about it much. It just dawned on me, just because I saw the word cars in the bottom, I figured it was a car problem. And yeah, so just started installing cars one by 100 at a time. Process of elimination. There we go. What can I say? It's kind of weird, but I wonder. But the thing is, I wonder why would there even be a limit? I mean, and why 564? It's kind of, I don't know if 564 means something to who knows, but maybe it's I don't know, some special number or something. But it is what it is, right? So there you go, guys. Hopefully this helps you, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Remember, if you're not you know, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. Of course, you can take a look at our Patreon. You can take a look at our videos. In fact, we stream pretty often right now. Of course, do make sure and check out our SRS series at the moment. Right now, we're running the Alpha 33 Stradale, or Stradale, or I don't know how they really you know, pronounce it, but right now we're kind of running old school. At this point in time, right now it's actually the 21st of March 2020. So next week, Thursday, we're going to be running at the Norge Life in our SRS series. It should be a lot of fun. It will be my first time racing there, personally. I've never raced there before. In fact, let me just pull it up for you guys quickly. So we should be at Nürburgring 1967. We will be running the Nordschleife version. So I've never done that before. That should be kind of cool. So as I said, guys, I hope this video help some of you guys out. And now you can get to go into Assetto Corsa again, so you could register for your SRS races, at least until they get the bug fixed. So you guys will spend some time with your family, and I will see you guys pretty soon on the track. Take care.